Welcome to Garage Banter. He's taking man with the spot over here.
Gotta be the asshole.
Yeah, someone has to be the asshole of the group. You can't go without an asshole.
No, you can't go without an asshole.
Anyway,
Where all the fecal matter goes.
Anyway, we're here to review the Gods of Egypt.
Gods of Egypt.
The Gods of Egypt. You know, there has been a lot of, you saw it, last night?
Yes.
Last night, and I saw it a couple of days ago.
Yeah.
And
Alone.
since then, yeah, I saw it alone too. Lonely.
There was 2 couples in there, and I was like, fuck y'all.
Anyway, there's been a lot of hate going on about this movie.
Yeah.
And even the director got on there and was like bad-mouthing people that were bad-mouthing the movie and stuff. And, he opened his mouth probably where he shouldn't have. But,
who cares? Who cares
Yeah.
what people have to say? You got a good movie. You got a good movie.
Yeah, and I think some of the hate that was thrown on this movie was a little bit over-exaggerated.
Yeah.
So let's get into what we think. I thought it was a entertaining movie. When I go to the movies, the first thing I want to do is the first thing I think of as far as, I guess, critiquing a movie is, was I entertained?
Mm-hmm.
And I was entertained by this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, there were parts that I did not like about it.
Dragged a little bit.
It may be a little too long. It might be a little too long.
Yeah.
Some of the practical effects were very bad, and you could definitely tell that the way it was cut that some of the CGI was better than other segments of the CGI.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as the story goes, it was an entertaining movie.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, what do you think about it?
I mean, I enjoyed it. I mean, there were some parts where I was, of course, it was kind of late. I didn't stay up that much anymore, and I kind of yawned a couple times. But it was during the slow moments where they just kind of dragged it along.
Mm-hmm.
Like say the whole, like we were talking about earlier about the swamp scene.
Yeah, the swamp scene.
Okay, I understand you're trying to build up him and her, the
character development,
the god
yeah,
and the goddess's character. And everything, but it's just kind of come on, let's get on with it. I'm ready to get back to some action because they're showing all this great action, and then all of a sudden it cuts to this slow part, and I'm just like, let's get on with the character development. But still, I mean, it's not like I was like, I hate you for it.
Yeah, it was still an entertaining story.
Yeah,
it entertained you. The action was good. I thought Gerard Butler played a decent bad guy. I prefer him in a good guy role, but I like Gerard Butler regardless,
And to be honest, I think he played a really good bad guy role because the thing is, I hated his guts for what he was doing. So in that sense, if you want to hate a bad guy, which you should, some of y'all. But yeah, I mean, I couldn't stand him. So
and you got to have Gerard Butler in, Middle Eastern times, sandals. 300 style movie.
I mean,
once a year he's got to reprise his role with sandals on.
That buff bastard.
Oh, he's such a good actor. I'm ready to see him in a different style character,
like a drama.
Well, not necessarily
like a romance drama.
Not necessarily a drama. Maybe like a
comedy.
I would say a sci-fi fantasy movie, but it's kind of is fantasy. It's more historical mythology that he's in all the time.
But it's still fantasy.
Yeah, still fantasy. But I'd rather see him in throw him in a Star Wars movie.
Why? What would he play in Star Wars?
I don't know.
Would he play some badass, or would he play like almost like a Han Solo type, where he's got a little bit of badass,
a little charisma, charisma.
Exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. I just want to see him in a different role. Get him out of the sandals, persona.
Well, what about London? What about London Has Fallen? What's coming out?
Yeah, I mean, I liked his original. What was his? The Olympus Has Fallen. Olympus Has Fallen. I like that movie. It was good.
Yeah, it was a good movie. I mean,
all right, back to Gods of Egypt.
Okay, fine.
Well, you want to talk about Gerard Butler some more? I like. I'm gonna butcher his name, but I like Jamie Lannister in this movie.
Nikolaj Coster
Waldorf. I've heard his name said 1,000 times, but I just don't want to say it.
Yeah.
Jamie Lannister. He played it good, Even seeing him in Game of Thrones and knowing his character, I never once thought, "Oh, there's Jamie Lannister." I took it for what it was.
Yeah.
And that's a good positive note.
But I tell you what, the scene when you first see the gods, which is basically him, and him standing up out of that bed, and he's just gigantic.
I thought they did a really good job with the whole Hobbit, stuff.
And I was just like, whoa. I guess I didn't realize that from the previews that they were like giants.
Yeah, gods among men.
And then the whole like the bleeding the blood, that was pretty cool.
They had the gold.
Yeah,
there were cool parts to this movie, and there were bad parts to this movie. But I think the good outweigh the bad. So all these people just bashing this movie, I don't understand why. It was an entertaining movie.
Yeah.
I didn't leave the movie like the witch. I didn't like. Oh my god, I just wasted 2 hours of my life.
See,
no, I thought it was entertaining.
It got good reviews from the critics.
The witch.
I truly believe
that's why we do this, right? Well, this is what we do because the critics sometimes are stupid.
90% of the time.
And we can give an actual audience representation.
Exactly. 90% of the time, the critics are the exact opposite of the audience. I mean, if
look
you
at the Academy. Yeah, look at the Academy Awards and not putting Star Wars or Inside Out or, in the Oscars.
It doesn't make any sense to me, man. Like, I don't understand why they have to feel like they're separate from us.
Like they see something that we don't. I'm watching the same movie.
Yeah, and I'm either entertained or I'm not entertained. Like I try to go into every movie not really knowing a whole lot about it unless it's something like Marvel, DC. I mean, I already know all about it. There's Star Wars. I already know not everything, obviously, not even close.
Yeah,
but I know a lot about it. But movies like Gods of Egypt, I don't really know a whole lot about
Egyptian mythology.
I don't know a lot about that. But this movie entertained me, even still, not knowing about it. But you got some critics on there that seem to think they know everything about it, and it's like they're trying to badmouth this and this and that. I'm like, you do realize you went and seen a movie, right?
Yeah, take it for what it is.
Yeah,
don't take it for what you think it was trying to be. I mean, no. I don't understand. I thought it was an entertaining movie. Would I go see it again in theaters? Probably not. It's a one-time movie, but will I rent it on Redbox maybe when it comes out? Maybe.
It depends.
But
I mean, like say if Redbox gave me that deal, get two, you get the second one for 50 cents or something like that. Whatever it is that Redbox does. And Gods of Egypt's right there on Blu-ray. I'm gonna get Gods of Egypt. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I'm not gonna go see it again in theaters, especially after spending how much I did.
Yeah, and the acting was good in this movie. I mean, the only character that I think maybe could have acted a little better was the mortal. I don't remember his name. Beck. Yeah.
Brenton.
I think
Thwaites.
Bitten. Beck. Beck. The guy who played Beck in the movie. I think that he could have. Some of his acting was a little off, but besides that, it was good acting.
Yeah.
Great acting. So, I mean, beside the point, I'm going to go ahead and give my score. The movie itself entertained me. There were some points that were like, okay, I could see how it could be turned off, like some of the practical effects when they're walking through the swamp and the fake tree and stuff. It looked fake, and I don't necessarily like that. But besides that, this movie entertained me. So I'm gonna, I'll give it a 6.5 out of 11. Above average, it entertained me. Good. It was a good movie.
See, and I'm an action guy.
I'm an action guy too.
Yeah, I mean, I love action, and I thought the action in this was pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty damn good. And
story was decent.
Yeah,
it's just a revenge story.
And let's see, who was it? Raw. Yeah, the dad.
Yeah.
That's a cool dude right there.
Yeah,
man. What the movie was in?
And some of the coolest scenes
Barbosa.
were Barbosa.
It took me forever to figure that out.
And some of the scenes that when they go up to where he's at in the stars, like that CGI was awesome. I thought that was cool.
And the whole, how the planet, they used to think it was flat.
Yeah,
and it goes over the side. Yeah,
that was awesome. He
was like, "Oh, I gotta fight the darkness or whatever every night." I'm like, "Man, that's
cool.
That sucks."
Yeah,
to have to do that every night.
Every night.
But
what
you
a
gotta
life.
do what you gotta do. Mm-hmm. He tried to give that up to Seth, and Seth was like, "Hell no!
I don't want to be up here every night."
Yeah, I'm gonna live my life and be worshipped. Yeah. Blah blah blah. I was like, that's why you got the sands and not Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
But he never figured that out. I would give it a 7.5.
7.5. Yeah, that's fair.
It. And the ladies were,
Good to look at.
pretty good looking.
Mm-hmm.
That first dress. Oh Lord.
I thought the snake scene was cool too, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, at first you're seeing this like dust cloud, and all of a sudden these huge giant snakes come over. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah. But
the Sphinx, I don't know if I cared for that.
no, because it didn't look like a sphinx to me. It just
No.
looked like a face.
Yeah, I didn't like that at all.
Looked
When I
like
first
the-
seen it, I was really turned off by that.
Yeah.
You know
like I
what?
said, that
just because I thought of that right now, it just lost 0.5. So I'm giving it a 7
7.
because
See,
that Sphinx.
That's what brought it down for me, as because some of the stuff did really take me out of the movie.
Yeah.
Like some of the CGI, where some of it was really good, some of it was
Yeah.
not so good.
like the whole sands thing where it was constantly changing inside that pyramid until he rotated the clock or whatever it was.
And then there was a good CGI, like the snake scene.
Yeah.
Great CGI. Or when every time they went into their god form, great CGI.
Yeah.
So there was stuff, and the practical effects were not very good.
Yeah.
So that's why I gave it 6.5. But the story was there, the acting was there, it entertained me. I left the movie
Damn
entertained.
Sphinx.
So there it is. Our review of The Gods of Egypt.
Gods of Egypt.
It's not as bad as people are saying. So
No.
if you want an action movie with a good story, with decent characterizations, it's a good movie to go see. So
Yeah.
we recommend you go see it, and don't listen to a bunch of other people.
The critics.
Yeah.
If
So-
you look at the fan base gives it what? 3.5, 4 stars, something
Out of
like that.
5 or something.
Yeah, out of 5.
Yeah,
And
so-
then you got the critics that give it
like a 2.
20 out of 100. It's like,
I don't understand. Anyway, there it is. Thanks for watching our Gods of
that's
Egypt
why
review.
I'm not artsy.
And don't forget to follow us on Twitter at GarageBanter, and we'll see you next time.